Welcome back to the Alaskan Savage. I get asked a lot of times what knife I like to use when I'm out on the field and at home. Havalon Barracuda seems to be the best that I've found. It's lightweight, it's durable, it's super sharp. It's got two blades. I can't say enough about these. They're super light, they're sharp as heck. Watch out, because usually every time I change out the new blade, I usually cut myself. So there's been some, you can look up some of the videos of people cutting themselves with them. It's pretty bad. The blades change out and I don't have to worry about the blades falling out. A lot of these other blades, I'll show you in a little bit, they like to come out real easy. These lock in really well as long as you keep the debris out of them. When you get done changing blades or you're changing out, you want to make sure that all the little slots and grooves are free of meat or bone or anything else or hair, because these will come off, but nothing like this one where you hit a button on accident and they fall out on you, or they come out easy. I'll show you that in a little bit. A lot of the features that I like with it, it comes in with a nice case. I've got extra blades stacked in the back. I can carry probably 20 blades in here, and I really like that feature. The blade folds in real easy and packs away, and this here with, I don't know, 6 extra blades probably weighs 4 ounces, 3.5 ounces. It's not very much. It's super light, and when you're backpacking into sheep country or doing an alpine hunt, is definitely, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you can start knocking your weight down on everything you have, from your sleeping bag, your jet boil, your knives, it makes your trip a little more enjoyable. But I'll go back to this. The Havalons have several different blades. You can get like what I have for here, and this is what I use for gutting animals, breaking them down, deboning them. This one I use for fine-tuning a lot of my broke down animals, like on the alpine. When I'm hunting up there, I want to bring down mostly meat and not fat, so this is really nice. I also use it on fishing trips, filleting fish. They have a saw blade that's really useful. I've cut even moose pelvises in half with it. I've cut horns off. I've done skull mounts for the horns and just brought the horns down. It's a really handy little saw. It's a little tougher than I thought it was going to be when I first got it, and I was really happy with it. I just don't have one on me right now. But one of the main things I like about this knife is there's no profile really that is getting in the way. For some reason, this little edge where this knife blade fits in on this Mountain's Edge knife, and I have several of these, I just don't use them hunting. This little edge on here is not sharp, but for some reason it always hangs up when you're trying to cut off any sinew or silver meat or silver skin. So when you're cutting, you can always feel it dragging, and it starts piling in meat into these grooves. And that was a major reason why I didn't like it when I was deboning animals or skinning animals. It was always hanging up, and I had to force the knife through, or it was just uncomfortable. With this, it cuts through like butter. I mean, the only complaint I have about this Havalon knife is sometimes it's too sharp. These blades are stainless steel blades. They're razor sharp, and I've seen some really nasty injuries.
You stick that knife in your leg. Oh! Oh, man! Ow! Well, hold on. Oh, man! Hold on now. Hold on. Oh, that hurt. Walk it off.
Grabbing a new blade in a hurry or tired and laying themselves open. There's a lot of them, and I probably always nick myself every time I change out a blade. I'll come too close to my hand and just lightly nick myself.
It's a cleaner slice. It's a much cleaner slice than you'd get from any store-bought knife.
It's like right to the bone.
Right to the bone.
It's beautiful.
These blades, they're just super sharp. Take the sinew off of it or anything, works out great. but they don't hang up. They go through the meat and hide really smooth. And that's one thing I really like about them. I like that I can change out different style blades. This is the reason why this one I don't really care for. It's this little button. So when I'm grabbing this knife and I'm trying to, you know, deal with an animal or whatever I'm doing, if I hit this button, this thing falls out. And I've had it happen a lot, and it's really aggravating. Sometimes you lose them inside the carcass, but they come out, or you don't know that it was decompressed, the button was pushed, and you can't find your blade. This one locks in here really well. And the way you do this is you want to make sure that you hang on to this end of it so it's not sliding around, and you just push up with your thumb and come out. And you can see a little bit of leftover meat in this thing. I mean, I don't really clean it really well unless I'm dealing with a wolf or a trapping animal. Then I'll put it in some bleach and try to scrub it down. But it's super easy. Just pops off, put it back in there, pops back in, and it really doesn't come out. It's a super cool feature I like, and change out. And the more you clean these grooves, this one's not perfectly clean, so the more you clean these grooves, the better off they go on. Folks, don't throw away your used blades. If it starts getting dull, just take a small steel or a little ceramic, and you can touch these things up really well. They won't get to what they were coming out of the factory, because I'm pretty sure they were laser etched, but you'll get them really close. And you can keep reusing them, or if you want to hang on to some of your older ones, like this is an older one that I've kept, and I use it for keeping out animals or doing something, you know, breaking the knuckles on the legs, or cutting out the back strap around the backbone or neck meat, where I'm constantly cutting against that bone or something tough, or on a moose up on the neck. The moose hide is super thick, so I'll definitely change out my more dollar blade, go to a really sharp one, and it cuts through it like butter. If anybody's done a moose, they'll know. I mean, it's up around the neck on a bull moose is pretty serious chunk of hide. But don't throw away your blades. Just keep them clean. You can put them back in your case. But I hope this helps you out. I'm a big fan of Havalon knives, and I won't put anything in my backpack but. So enjoy the outdoors, friends and family. Please subscribe. Please hit the like button, and know where your meat comes from.